Alright, I'm just getting confused between the old live dashboard and the new one. Let me try this quickly. If I copy that. YouTube really wants me to use the new live dashboard. I'll probably try and figure it out later, though. At the channel level, set your channel or video's audience. To help you comply, we are reducing a new audience setting on YouTube Studio. You can set your audience at the channel level. Sign into settings. Upload defaults. Channel. General. Everyone's probably hopelessly confused as to what's going on right now. I promise it wasn't supposed to be this confusing. I'm actually looking at two different live dashboards right now. One old one, a new one. One new one. I'm still streaming to the old one, apparently. I think I must need to actually copy the stream key from the new one. Kind of looking at everything right now. There's two different live dashboards going, and there's also new guidelines that are going to get pushed. I think like 10th of December. I saw one place that said 10th of December these new guidelines are coming to effect. I'm looking at a YouTube help article and it says like they're going to come into effect in January. Cuz what YouTube wants me to do is specify whether or not my live stream is suitable for kids. And I can't seem to do that on the old live dashboard. They want me to use the new one. So I'm basically just looking back and forth between all these tabs just to see how exactly I set my live streams to be, whether or not they're for kids. Like, they're gonna want me to specify this in a couple months at least. It's probably not gonna be that easy. Let me just be honest with you. It's probably not that easy. I mean, if it was simple enough, I wouldn't still be looking at all these tabs right now. I'd actually be playing Minecraft. If it really was simple enough. But it probably isn't. So on the left menu, click Settings, click Channel. I'm going to try and read through these steps again. Channel. That looks like I'm on the right track. Click the Advanced Settings tab. Said this channel is not made for kids. Save. Settings saved. I hope I don't get badgered about this in the future. Like, I hope that's good enough. Now then, excuse me while I just take my time to basically just link the right chat over to the live stream, well, to like the stream layout. Because the live chat I have right now is actually the live chat from the new live dashboard. I'm still actually live streaming from the old one. Hence why I have the wrong game name and wrong game selected and everything, so I need to just update that quickly. I still basically have the wrong titles on the old live dashboard because I only put the information into like the new live dashboard. And I can only imagine eventually we're going to be forced to use this new one anyways. 121. And then I gotta just actually pick the live chat from the old live dashboard and not the new one, and then we can actually finally start streaming. Then we can finally actually start playing Minecraft. So essentially, from what I read up, if your content is set to be made for kids, then there are certain features, monetization features, you're not going to be allowed to use. Wasn't this also the case a couple years ago for content that wasn't kid-friendly? If it was like too advertiser unfriendly, then it would get demonetized too. Now, if it is kid-friendly, it's also getting demonetized apparently. So, how are you supposed to make a living on YouTube now? I really don't understand this. I'm just so confused with most of the YouTube changes. I just literally can't keep up with them anymore. I literally just can't understand their thought process behind some of these updates. Aside from maybe they're just being put under so much pressure from, like, actual laws. Maybe there are laws that are just pressuring them to make these changes. It just means I'm gonna have to use a different live dashboard eventually. And I'm just honestly used to the old one, by the way. Okay, I had no idea this Blaziomore was just sitting here all this time. Might as well take that with me. I mean, I mainly just came down here for the lava anyways. Just seeing how much of it I can actually fit in my inventory before I start just throwing lava buckets away. I think I'll have room for the rest of this. Well, there's all our lava. Oh, sweet, what's up? And now I'm just gonna leave it the lava. So, YouTube's proposing more changes to their terms of service. next month, kid-friendly content is going to be like no longer possible to be monetized. Well, that's basically how I read it so far. They're going to disable certain features regarding monetization when it comes to kid-friendly content. And they've kind of already done this for plenty of content they deem not advertiser-friendly. So if you're too kid-friendly, you're going to start getting nixed. If you're not kid-friendly enough, you're also going to get nixed. Honestly, I just don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I mean, I still have all those Mega Man games to play. And Luigi's Adventure should still probably happen anyways, too. Right, how many mobs are actually surrounding my base right now? Maybe they could be down here, possibly. Yeah, that's what I thought. How bad was that DDLC mod you played last night? You might find it terrible because it was probably one of the most random things I've ever seen. There's no way that couldn't have been a joke mod at this point. It was full of memes, especially that second half. Honestly, I still haven't started that yet either. But I am getting closer to finishing the one that I'm currently working on, as it is still. I have about, like, maybe just one more boss to really implement and a quiz. And I actually have most of the questions for it written down already. I might want to maybe consider designing one more Switch Palace. Then an intro and outro to the story of that ROM hack. And then I think it should be good for release, actually. I mean, if you say so, but I certainly had fun playing through it. I think the longest part might actually be just trying to sprite the person who explored the gas towers. That probably might easily be one of the longer parts of developing it. Don't expect it, like, before 2020, though, let me be honest. Like, I still have an unfinished ROM hack I want to just get out there, basically. I mean, I should be able to ideally finish that one I'm working on right now. I'm getting very close. So I'm just trying to think what I want to do now for this stream. I like to really just get infusion training out of the way. Even though I've already been doing plenty of that lately. Or I could just continue doing more boss fights. And maybe I'll just stay on the track of actually fighting bosses for now. It'll be more interesting. Regardless of what I go do right now, I'd like to actually just find some more bullets. I'd like to just make a quick trade to get some more bullets, because I'm actually starting to run short on those. Okay, this guy doesn't sell them. This guy doesn't either. This guy does. We'll just be basically buying these for later use. I think I'm probably just gonna maybe bring the gun like this for now. So just basically making sure I have everything I need. Then I'll just go right back to sleeve once it's all decided, like, that I have everything. This actually already looks like good enough. I think I just go straight over there at this point. I'm not wasting any more time. I'm probably gonna go and fight Gyro a couple more times. I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'll have to try and not use too many Rosedons, actually. So I'm gonna have to go about, like, 800 blocks or so west again to just fight Gyro some more. Wait a minute, I'm kind of forgetting something. I'm gonna have to buy more toy gyrocopters anyways, so... I do have to buy those to actually spawn in the boss. So I am gonna quickly just go back to the overworld. Since I'm here, I might as well take these extra Rosedons too. Completely forgot I was going to need these to buy more toy gyrocopters. To basically spawn in that boss I'm trying to fight. And I'll just take some more Rosinons while I'm out there, basically. Now then. Now I'm basically ready to go back. Neato. Now excuse me while I just head back west. Kinda have to go a bit far to actually get to the gyro altar. And this is the closest one I know of anyways. Plus it's the one where I've already just built the box around, so I'd rather just keep on using that one over and over. I'll basically just use the one that I've already set up in the first place. I think I'm actually going to try and fight Gyro twice. So I can just get 2 kills in one trip. So what I'm going to obviously want to do is actually buy 2 toy gyrocopters. And to do so I need a total of 40 circus coins. So I want to just get near the toy merchant tower. And then from there, probably just kill like enough clowns until I get 13 more circus coins. And then from there, we're just going to buy 2 toy gyrocopters. Go to Gyro, try to just fight him twice. And then just head back from there with 2 gyro statues, assuming all goes well. So I'm probably going to stay around this area near the toy merch until I can just get 40 circus coins. And I brought like the 26 I had from earlier trips and got 2 just on the way here. Wait, where's my skeletal sword at? No, really, where is my skeletal sword? Where is it? I don't seem to have it on me. Where is it? I'm really confused. I don't know where the hell this damn thing is. Like, I have like this really good sword and I no longer know where it is. I'm so confused. I am just so confused. Can I just try and figure out what the hell happened? Like, why do I no longer have this sword? I am so confused. Did I just leave it somewhere by accident? I'm willing to bet I probably did. I hope I didn't just throw it away or something like that. I really just want to know what happened because I should ideally have this sword. Like, I should have it. just want to know what happened to it. I could have possibly just not brought it with me. I wouldn't mind if that was the case, but I just want to make sure I still have the damn thing. Like, I had this sword. It just mysteriously disappeared. Hopefully I didn't just throw it off into the void by accident. Let's just see if that was the case, though. I could have easily just thrown this thing off into the void, not even realized until now. Yeah, that's strange. I had it when I entered. And it is really strange indeed. That is actually very, very strange. That is indeed weird. Like, I really don't know what happened to it. Like, it just mysteriously disappears. Must have been something I did. I must have thrown it and then just not picked it up somewhere. So I'm actually gonna go back and see if it despawned or not. Yeah, because it just mysteriously disappeared in this little mix-up. I want to just try and get it back. 2, if I can just make it over there in time. 2, 5. Okay, I need to read these coordinates exactly. I need to read these carefully. I really need to. I need to try and just retrace my steps perfectly so I just know what happened. 2. And this, of course, this would be easier if I wasn't being chased after by God knows how many enemies. 2, 2, I gotta fight these guys, whatever. Well, I gotta fight these guys. Otherwise, they're never gonna leave me alone. 2, 2. Okay, we got it back. I don't even know how I let myself throw that away in the first place. Yeah, I would have basically just been completely lost in the mix-up of it and just looked back to my stream. I'm still, like, struggling to even hit these guys. They're, like, this total mix-up. I'm not even sure how he did that. At least I was able to get back there in time before it just despawned. Could have never seen it again, basically. Well, at least now I have plenty of clowns to fight. Worst case scenario, I could have just tried to get this thing back from Percasia anyways. I would have just gone back to the Skeletal Army sooner, until I just got that sword back, basically. So we nearly lost another good sword. Ideally, it shouldn't be that much longer before I just get 5 more circus coins. That is, I just need more clowns to actually spawn in. Then we'll basically just be set. Yeah, we should have like 40 circus coins ideally by now. We'll certainly have them sooner if I didn't have to backtrack for my skeletal sword because I accidentally just threw it out. I was lucky I got it back. If I wouldn't have been streaming, there would have been no way for me to just detect what happened. I would have never been able to guess what would have happened if I didn't just have the power to just look back through everything that happened so far this stream. Alright, 79 in innovation. Not bad. Now let's actually buy our toy gyrocopters. Now that we can finally afford them. These two things. And now I can finally start just heading back to the gyro altar. Now that I bought 2 of these, because I'd like to just try and kill gyro twice to basically just do like 1 trip less back and forth between the gyro altars and the port that just lets me go back to the overworld. Oh, that's certainly convenient. I'm already just right in front of this bridge I made here. Alright, I'm still alive. I'm still perfectly fine up here. Shouldn't be that much longer before we're actually just back at the gyro altar. And I can already basically just see it from here. Looks like I already see the place. And just like that, we're almost there. And we're back in the area already. Now we're actually right on top of where we're going to be doing this fight. So let's just get my gun ready, and then take out gyro. Ideally, we'll try and do it twice, but not quite sure if I'll be doing that necessarily with the gun, because it doesn't have too much durability left on it, so that might just work against me. That's something I have going against me, actually. Not too much durability. Could use this thing too, perhaps, if I really need to. I mean, running out of bullets isn't going to be a problem at all. It's more just running out of durability on our gun that might be an issue. Don't need to have these in the offhand for what I'm going to do here. So let's try and just make sure we misses, like, we really don't miss too often. To compensate for not having too much durability on this gun left. Easier said than done, though, to not miss too much. Yeah, trying to snipe this guy is not going to work at all. He'll just hit you way too frequently for it to be even feasible. You gotta use something much faster. Otherwise, you simply won't be able to get hits in at all. This gun is really just going to be my best bet here. Yeah, a gun of your own is basically your best bet against this guy. Yeah, of course with the bow, you're going to probably get hit way too frequently anyways. Even then, it still will do a bit of damage. But the gun's just so much better for this, of course. Looks like melee's not going to work very well either, because you're going to get knocked around way too much to even get close. Unless you can really just move fast to evade the bullets, but even then I wouldn't recommend this. I would not recommend this by any means. I'll have to just switch back to my gun at this point. I can actually get in way more damage just using this. And is almost all out of durability at this point. I think I'll have to stop using the gun at this point. This being like the main reason why it's just so hard to aim. But I was still able to just finish him off anyways with the bow. So it looks like I got another gimmick. I might have to abort on this in all honesty. Trying to just kill him with a bow is going to be like really tedious. Might be doable, but might be a terrible idea to actually go for it. Even though I could just abort at any time if I'm really not liking it, what's going on. I'll probably just go for it anyways. I can probably always abort at any time. Or I can really try with the Great Blade if I'm desperate. If I can get him cornered with the Great Blade, this could actually work. Yeah, the Great Blade's actually getting in good damage, surprisingly. Even with the long reach of the Great Blade, it's still, like, really tough to use on him, and you're just much better off going in with a gun of your own. Preferably one with high fire rate. Just like his own weapon. So I've already taken out like a quarter of his health with the Great Blade, actually. So if you're really good enough at just dodging his bullets, this could be a viable option. I have him in a corner. Have him in a corner for a moment there. Well, I got him to half health. Most of it was actually done with my Great Blade at this point. Surprisingly, it actually worked on him somewhat decently. Even though I took a lot of damage in the process. If you're tanky enough, I guess you can opt to use the Great Blade. Otherwise, just fire at him with your gun. It's going to be way better. If you're both tanky and really fast, the Great Blade could work. Otherwise, it's probably going to fail miserably. That or I guess bring a shield to just deal with the bullets. I hope he goes down soon before I have to worry about losing my helm. Ideally, he should be going down sooner or later. Especially if I can just get in to do more Great Blade damage. Except the problem is I can't get in for more Great Blade damage. There we go. Now the hits are coming in. Well, they were, but now he's just staying too high up on the box again for me to even be able to Great Blade him. Well, he's almost dead at this point. That is, I can just hit him a couple more times, but he's moving around so much, and these bullets are just knocking me around and making it really hard to just aim this with a straight shot. Got him. And we nearly lost this helmet in the process. So I actually had to just do most of the fight with the Great Blade, and it actually worked. And we actually just did it with the Great Blade. So that's 2 more kills against Gyro. Not bad if I'll say so myself. Certainly could have gone a lot worse now that I think about it. Not to mention I could have lost this easily, just simply never finding it again. I basically had to melee Gyro and it still worked. To an extent. It's just the gun would have been like a lot easier to use anyways. Wait, Rosenods need to be an offhand. Okay, we're good. I forgot those were supposed to be in my offhand when I'm actually traveling. I should really try and just get back and repair my helmet again at this point after those Gyro fights. Especially since I had to melee him for most of the fight, since I practically had no durability left on my main gun. And using a sniper rifle and Gyro is just not going to work at all from what I see. You basically have to just get a gun with a high fire rate, or melee him with a very specific setup. You're much better off just getting the fast gun. Okay. Just let me back on the bridge, please. I'd like to just head out of here, and I got another upgrade kit, it looks like. Never seen that one before. With how many clowns I've killed, I'm not too surprised I'm seeing these upgrade kits just showing up out of the blue. And if I want to just kill Gyro like 6 more times, there's going to be a lot more clowns where that came from I need to kill. Basically taking them out for their circus coins. Whoop. Okay. Let's not fall to our doom here. Shouldn't be that much longer before we're basically just ready to leave. Getting very close to my overworld portal again at this point. And there's our escape portal right there. And we are now out of Sleeve again. We just got back out of there. But I need to now repair my helmet after that fight took place. Well, the 2 Gyro fights with the way I had to just melee him for most of the second fight. Yeah, having to melee him was less than convenient, let me just say. And we got some more Sleeve tokens as well. I'm gonna have to maybe consider just funding a Lotto Man and just trying to just cash these in and see what I get. And got more upgrade kits. Haven't even figured out what to start using them on yet either. I've got quite a few upgrade kits just lying around, and I don't yet know exactly what to use them on, or exactly what can they be used on. Haven't exactly really looked yet. And we'll also probably want to repair this thing too. So my helmet and my hiver will probably get repaired now. Eventually I will need to get more Emberstone at the rate we're going. More blaze rods, and probably see what I can do about my spider eye supply. Who is still interested in doing this? Well, I'm still basically going for it regardless. I'm still trying to just keep this series afloat. Because there's just so much to do no matter what anyone makes of it. Though I'm starting to think some of the more boring grinds are going to involve just getting some of the gold boss statues. So I could maybe make some certain grinds very low priority. So for example, there's the Observing Eye. Only way to get this is from a rare mob spawn in Lunaless. So if I want the gold boss statue of the Lunaless boss, I would need to just find 8 more of the rare mob to be able to do so. So that could be like so low priority that I might just basically get tired of the series before it even happens. But I should at the very least try and battle all bosses. I think it might be even less likely I get the golden Cotton Candor statue here. Because this drop here is also from a rare mob. Everything else isn't too bad except for this, when it comes to trying to just get. Basically already done with the candy gains, like 2 times over. Do I have the Haunted Upgrade Kit? Sadly, no. I got all these other upgrade kits, but a Haunted Upgrade Kit isn't one of them. But I know that has its use. Try to get a poor Leech Dimension. This I already have. I'm probably more likely going to fight every boss than try and just do some of the grinds for things like Visolent, and maybe also the grinds for things like Rock Rider and Cror. Like, the grind for Gyro really doesn't seem that bad. Getting the gold Gyro statue really doesn't seem too bad. It's some of the other gold statues that are probably going to be a nightmare. And no, I still haven't bought the Volcane yet. Just never particularly found a use for it. And if you use it on Stampede Gun, you can make the roulette. This I'm actually aware of. If you're at a high enough hunter level now to grind for weapon parts in Lalicia, and if you use it on Stampede Gun, you can make the roulette. And then that can actually be upgraded a second time. But I would need to have a Haunted Upgrade Kit from Grekon. Nothing's stopping me from just going there right now, actually. Which is the strongest gun in this version. And from what I've seen, yes it is. I've already brought this up a while ago. I could always go for that right now, and I'm actually missing one key component. Technically, I'm also missing the Lunaver coins, but those are going to be significantly easier to get. I know how to easily come by 3 Lunaver coins. It's the upgrade kit that might be a bit more of a pain in the ass. And since I still have the portals glitched in such a way that I can't get back to the overworld from Grekon, if I do go there, I'd have to just basically see how much experience I can use up, because I'll have to basically die to get back. So I'll have to lose all my levels. So I'm just gonna go and quickly see what enchantments I can get. Because if I decide to go to Grekon now, I'm losing all my experience. So I figured I might as well just look to see what enchantments I can hit. If I can hit anything useful. I got a few useful ones out of this. I'll likely just burn the rest, but I got a few nice ones. Smite for me is just personally too situational with this mod. I don't see myself getting too many more regular swords, so I doubt I'm gonna need like the extra sharpness books at this point. Now what will it cost to put Unbreaking on this gun? I'll do it. So I could always go to Grekon now for that upgrade kit. And just to see what else I might find there, perhaps. Well, we just used up most of our levels, which is nice. Now I won't have so many of them to lose if I should go to Grekon now. That plus, I've barely even explored the surface of Grekon at all. In fact, it's safe to say I really haven't explored the surface of it yet. I've yet to really do anything on the surface of Grekon. Most of the time I was there, I was actually just mining underground for ghastly ores. So I've yet to really explore the surface of it. So maybe now will be a good time to actually just try it. Try and go on the surface and see what we find. I remember that it was pretty dark in Grekon. So what I'm going to do is obviously bring some night vision potions so I can see what the hell's going on there. I know for a fact it's pretty dark in there. So I just want to quickly look at the wiki article for Grekon, just to see what are the most important things I might need to start looking for. Prime Ghulasm is an ingredient for the Haunted Idols crafting recipe, which is used in a haunted maze to spawn Grekon's boss, known as Bane. Primed Ghulasm. And Darkly Powder, which is from a hunter mob that I can actually kill. Can only be fought at level 46 and above. I'm at level 72, so that's not a problem. How deadly are these guys, though? They hit for 9. They have like a decent amount of health. Turn your screen pink when they successfully melee hit you. So Darkly Powder is basically, for the most part, just going to be for spawning in the boss. Prime Ghulasm. Upgrading Ghulasm on a haunting table, which comes from something called a Sugar Face, which is just a regular mob in that dimension. Oh, and it's a really weak one, too. Floating Rocks, where you find Lotto Men. Doesn't look like there's that much more to really mention except for the Valkyries that are easily probably the most deadly thing in Grekon by far. They can hit for 40 damage, which is equivalent to 20 hearts. And they fly in the skies, so you might not be able to necessarily notice them before they hit you, so you damn better well be just keeping an eye on what's going on around you so they don't just destroy you, basically, from above. Other than worrying about the Valkyries, I think I should be okay in Grekon. Other than having to worry about Valkyries, I'm probably going to be okay. I can probably handle everything else Grekon throws at me. But I'm definitely going to carry the healing staves, just in case. So we have our night vision potions ready at this point, basically. Probably gonna make a couple of extra ender chests and just basically store them. I'll store them in my red shulker box if any case arises where I really want to have those. I feel like just actually making some extra ender chests and basically just having a nice supply of these if a need should really arise. I'll probably also keep some obsidian in here as well while we're at it. And then I'll probably also throw in a flint and steel. In case I ever want to do traveling through the nether again, I'll basically have everything I need to fast travel from the nether and the overworld if I just basically put the flint and steel in here now. Except I must not have any flint on me, it looks like. I usually don't really keep it anyways. Could just leave everything like this for now. And I'll probably want to have this handy to deal with Valkyries if I want to start hunting those down. I think it's safe to say we won't have to bring this for anything right now. I'll bring some good melee weapons, a good bow. A good pickaxe. I don't think I need the shovel for anything, really. I think I can leave that behind. I'll probably just put some shulker boxes in here as well while we're at it. And other than that, I think I should be okay to just go into the Grekon like this. And I'm probably going to want to start just writing down more coordinates again because I've barely really scratched the surface of Grekon at all. In fact, I think I'll just probably get a new piece of paper for it. Alright, so this is going to be my first real trip across the surface of Grekon. I've barely really done any exploring up there. I mostly just went underground for ores. Because it's basically a lot safer underground already. Well, once we have our night vision potions ready, we're just going to basically go for it. I think I'll bring 6, and then hopefully 6 will be enough. And yes, I've basically brought a bunch of stuff for healing stabs, in case I come close to death because of Valkyrie attacks, and to definitely bring that. Wait, I need to just get my red shulker box quickly. I don't want to leave that behind. That's got my ender chest and magma blocks in it. I think I might take an axe in case I want wood. Wherever I put that thing, it's probably actually just sitting in here. I think I might take a bit of coal while I'm at it. Maybe just keep it in the red shulker box with some of this other coal I have. I think we're just gonna go with the Grekon like this and see how well things transpire. Another smiley upgrade kit and clan banners, just really don't think I need to carry at all. I think it might be okay to just go like this, let's just see. And because of this bug that just messes up how all the portals just transport you, I'm not going to need the realm travel ticket at all. I can kind of just go straight there. Maybe I'll actually bring some extra food. I promise, once I just grab this food, I'm going to go straight to Grekon, I promise. I'm not going to stall anymore. We're just going to go like this and hope for the best. No more stalling. I guess we'll start going west and just see what happens from here. Hopefully it's nothing too bad. I know for a fact I need to hunt down these sugar faces eventually, so we'll just kill the sugar faces that we do find. If there's anything that's really got me concerned, it's gonna be these Valkyries for damn sure. I'm pretty sure I can handle everything else. Even that. Yeah, if you let that distract you, then the Valkyries might just be able to very easily take you out. So I'm gonna probably want to periodically look up into the sky to make sure there aren't too many around here. Like, I don't even know if the shield is going to be practical to bring with me or not. Might not even be a point in bringing myself a shield. So I'm going to start just going west and see from here, like, what we find. I have no idea if those guys drop anything useful. I'm probably going to guess they don't. Well, I found this thing right here. Let me get a closer look. Are these breakable? Yes, they are. I'm looking at a maze. I'm looking at a maze right here. So what else is in this maze besides just... Are there actually any mobs that spawn in here specifically that I might have to worry about? Right, so what's the deal with this maze here? I'm probably going to take note of it. Because I think this is important in some way, shape, or form. I think I'm probably going to maybe want to remember this maze location, so let's just write this down quickly. So what's the main thing I need to be looking out for here? Better yet, what is making that noise? I'm gonna guess that's the utility block that's important here. And I guess that's the important utility block I need to be paying attention to. Grecon bricks. You look pretty fancy to me. Nice purple color. Is there anything else I might need to find within this maze, or is that basically it? We'll probably keep going west. It's just, I want to be ready for, like, if a Valkyrie just shoots me. Like, I want to be able to react so I don't just die. If I can snipe any down, that would be pretty cool. Oh, there's a bunch of sugar faces. That's nice. Yeah, these guys are pretty weak, so... Thankfully not everything is super strong here. Yeah, I have a very good reason for bringing my nature staff with me. I've yet to see any Ghulasm from the sugar faces. No, it doesn't look like I have any yet. So far, I'm not doing too bad out here. Probably because, like, the one mob that's actually that dangerous hasn't shown itself yet. Like, the one mob that probably could kill me hasn't really shown up yet. Okay, I see a floating rock. I'm gonna get closer to that. I'm gonna get a closer look at that. Floating rocks, those are lotto structures from what I just looked up. Let me get a closer look at it. I do want to have my Rosons for this, so let me just quickly pull those out. So I can just teleport straight up to it. There's a lot of man up there. There he is. Viper 1 totem. So let me just quickly write down these coordinates for the Lotto Man. I'm gonna have to find another because I think he's got like 2 different types of totems like all the Lotto Men usually do. And he's offering only 1. So I think I need to find another Lotto Man to get the other sort of Lotto totem from Grekon. But he's selling like 10 for 75, which is nice. So once I start to actually get enough tokens, that might become relevant. I really don't want to be stumbling around here in the dark. Just gonna make it more likely I get wrecked out here. I hate to be wandering around here in the dark. I've honestly yet to see any Valkyries out here. Which is good for now, because that's probably the one thing that can actually screw me over out here. I think I'll just grab the excess Dustopia Realm Stones, since those are always going to be good for silver coins. Yeah, I keep looking up the sky periodically to see if there really are any just flying up there. And so far, I don't notice any. Yeah, so far it looks like I'm basically home free. What'd you miss? I decided to actually go back to the Grekon, and now I think this is my first real trip on the surface of Grekon. Every other time I came here last I remembered I was underground That's a Valkyrie. Oh shit. That's that Valkyrie that I was scared of. If this thing hits me, then it's gonna hit me hard. And there's this skull creature also just bugging me basically right now. Leave me wide open for this to just wreck me. Because this thing hits ridiculously hard. Oh, my shield blocked it. Nice. And I'm almost dead. That was just from one hit of a Valkyrie. From full health to, like, a quarter left. At least the projectiles don't get shot too frequently and don't travel too fast. So if he's by himself, it's easy enough to just dodge the projectiles. Got him. Well, we just shot him dead. I've barely really been here. Okay, that guy apparently can turn invisible. Is my shield just blocking stuff automatically or something? Apparently it is. Not quite sure how I got to do that. I wouldn't fuck with that Valkyrie if I were you. Aside from those, everything else in this dimension should be relatively easy to deal with. Even the guys that jump scare you aren't that bad. It's the Valkyries that will leave you in bad shape. Everything else I wouldn't be too afraid of out here. It's just like this one mob that you really have to be constantly on the lookout for, because it's really that powerful. That's just like a distraction, sometimes also a jump scare if you don't see it coming. Like, it's not like it could just put you close to death in one shot. That's another Valkyrie up there. He seems to be kind of doing his own thing. Never mind. Not anymore. If I could just figure out where he is. I keep freaking missing him. I'm stuck. I'm actually stuck in the ground. I'm stuck on the ground. Okay, we're out. I thought I was gonna get stuck on the ground and die. Now I don't know where that thing just flew off to. I have no idea if that thing's still flying around me or not. It nearly killed me twice and I don't even know where it is. I think that might still be it. I gotta just make sure it doesn't hit me. Even on my full armor, yes, he's capable of doing that. Get him! Shoot him! I keep missing. I literally can't hit him. He just keeps moving all the time. And it's vital I don't get hit myself. So I gotta just get better at actually aiming my damn thing. And it's absolutely vital I don't get hit too much. Or better yet, I don't get hit at all. It's vital I don't get hit. And of course, I just don't know where he is. And of course, I can't see him anywhere. Oh, he's actually right in front of me. Uh-oh. He's not gonna leave me alone now, isn't he? He's not gonna leave me. Oh, now he's all the way up there again. Missed him. Got him. Yeah, the time it takes sometimes to just actually get your gun pointed at him gives him enough time to just shoot you in retaliation. Well, it looks like at least I'll just kill them, but yikes. Like, at the rate I'm going, I'm probably gonna just slip up and die anyways. Like, if I slip up enough, they basically just have me dead. At least the rest of the mobs go down without too much of a fight. Yeah, if I slip up too much, that's basically the end of me. If I can just get this guy off my back so I can see what dropped here. Probably already got that gas blaster thing. They seem to be flying perfectly straight, the bullets. Why am I not using Caillou Staff? Oh. They seem to be flying perfectly straight. I'm running out of night vision, and I'm under attack by how many guys? Hopefully I'm gonna get time to just drink up a night vision potion before it's too late. I have to see what's going on. Don't care, I gotta see what's actually going on here. I gotta know what's happening at any given time. Yeah, if you throw a Valkyrie into the mix, I might just be dead here. I can handle basically everything else here. It's just this one thing that can easily take me out from full health almost. Gonna put these things away, I guess, for now. Gotta just not leave myself wide open here. And not to mention my armor's pretty well enchanted too. And it still doesn't really make going out here safe when it comes to Valkyries. That's a haunted upgrade kit right there. Let me pick it up. I said, let me pick it up. Haunted upgrade kit. Bingo. I might actually start exploring in a different direction to see what else I can find. I also do know I had to find a specific sort of structure. Okay, good. I thought that was a Valkyrie. Did I get a massive PB? I got another personal best, but I'm probably gonna have to make some more time to just continue just going for it, because I want to improve it further. I do want to improve my PB further still. I'm probably gonna start picking a different direction to look in for things to find. So I don't have to travel too far onto Grekon to get anything done, ideally. Because I don't want to find something that's like over 1,000 blocks out from where I spawn in Grekon. Oh, and there's another Valkyrie. He's not aggroing me, at least. So that shot should be... Oh, wow, that actually just one-shot killed him. I just got him, like, in one shot there. Nice. Oh, no, there's another one on me now. And of course, I don't know where it's actually shooting from. I just saw, like, a bullet flying in my direction, and that was it. Sometimes all I see are the flying bullets. Not like what's actually shooting them. Oh, fuck, there's two of them. There's two of them on me, I gotta run. I'm gonna have to just distance myself from both of them, there's two of them. That could have ended... Uh-oh. I can't even shake them off of me. I can't even shake them. Now I'm trying to shake them, but they're just pursuing me at this point. Looks like I lost them. Looks like I lost the guys. Hope I don't end up needing something better than a nature staff to deal with those guys. Or just to not die to them, basically. Not quite sure what this is supposed to be. Haunted flashing log. And I nearly just died to 2 Valkyries at once. Yeah, they can literally just sneak up on you in, like, groups. I see another one. And I'm trying to get away, but I'm getting caught in water now. That's not good. Now I'm getting caught in freaking water. Yeah, if I could just find where it's at. I see it. I'm just trying to make sure nothing else is surrounding me also. I don't want to try and, like, fight him with other mobs just attacking me. That'll just make it more likely I actually miss with my sniper. And that's just going to make more likely I get hit in the first place. And that jump scare just makes it more likely I actually take hits, which I really have to avoid. Now, what is this thing doing? What is he even doing? Got him. Sometimes I actually just straight up one-shot these guys, which is great. So if I can just make sure my sniper rifle always one-shots the Valkyries, then that'll be really convenient. So I'm gonna have to just quickly look up how much health the guys have. And see if I can find a sniper rifle that can just one-shot kill them. Because I'm pretty sure such a thing must exist. Of course, if I can find it, that's the rifle of choice I'd bring to just kill the Valkyries. I basically just snipe them to death. Because if I can just one-shot them, they're going to be a lot less scary than if I have to shoot them twice. Particularly, I can kill them before they even start aggroing me, because sometimes they just fly around and don't aggro me. And if I can just one-shot them before they can actually try to kill me, that would just make them a lot less scary. So I see another Valkyrie, and I'm running out of night vision. I'm going to just boot it here. Hopefully I can hide in this hole. Nothing comes after me. Looks like I'm safe in here momentarily. Yeah, look at me just hiding in a hole here. Now I think it's safe to just pop my head back out. Okay, I'm probably gonna have to just split. I'm probably not gonna want to stay here at all. I saw 3 Valkyries in this area. I'm gonna have to just basically split. Unless I just... Uh-oh. I might not be getting out of this. I might not make it. That's the last thing you want to see. You're running away from, like, a pair of Valkyries, and then you see 2 more. Like, you want to run away from one group of them, and then you run into the next. It's the last thing you want to see. I would have otherwise just stayed there to kill all those mobs, but it's way too risky. I'll probably just get shot down, most likely. Alright, so I can see this. I can barely see this thing. I can barely even see him. Got him. Man, I seem to be actually one-shotting these guys. Which is nice. I can one-shot them, apparently, sometimes. I'm gonna try and start going east sooner or later. Because I don't want to stray too far away at this point. It's just sometimes you're basically running for your life and it's hard to keep track of what direction you're currently going in. Sometimes you basically just have to run for it no matter what. Yeah, I'm glad I got this out of this whole ordeal. Man, I just love how I can one-shot these guys. As soon as I hit them with a good shot, they can't try and do anything anymore. Yeah, one good shot is all it takes, apparently. I'm just surprised I've yet to see any of this ghoulasm from the sugar faces. I feel like I must have killed at least 20 by this point. Surprised I've yet to see any. Okay, there's some ghoulasm. I was expecting it basically any moment now. I was basically expecting to see this at this point. Uh-oh. That's not what I want to see in the slightest. Right in front of my face. Valkyrie in front of my face? Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh, there's another one up there, too. Now, if only these could have been the actual rare mob, but it's something else that's a lot less threatening. Like, the rare mob is, like, probably nowhere near as deadly as the Valkyrie here. Which actually shows up fairly frequently at times, especially if you're really unlucky with what mobs show up. If I really want to get away from them, I could hide down here. Could hide in this cave. Wait, where are my night vision potions? Okay, I still have one here. If I really had to, I could hide down here. I mean, at least if there's anything deadly in these caves, I'll be able to see it much easier. Interesting, I just found something important. Those are hunter mobs. And I remembered knowing for a fact that they have an important drop. Hunter mobs that have an important drop, I'm taking note of this. Those are the faceless floaters I saw mention of earlier. They drop something called Darkly Powder. I could start to farm these guys now if I want. They turn your screen pink if they hit you. I'm kind of wondering what that looks like. So these guys don't look like they're going to be too deadly. I don't find the screen effect that bad. It's the possibility of a Valkyrie lurking around the corner that's much worse. It's the Valkyrie that could be anywhere that's way worse than this pink screen. It's what could attack me, not like the pink screen. It's what could get me after that. So these are the guys I'd have to kill for Darkly Powder, basically. I could maybe consider making a sort of shelter around this, maybe box myself in so Valkyries can't just shoot at me from afar. Might be a good idea, actually, to just box myself in here if I want to hunt these guys down. And that's the Darkly Powder that the wiki mentioned earlier. And I'll also just get hunter experience by killing these guys, of course. If I really have to run for it, I could always hide in this cave. I mean, at least there's a conveniently placed cave here, so if I had to just hide somewhere, this would be the place. Just hop in this cave if it gets to that point. I mean, the pink screen kind of makes it hard to see, but there's certainly worse that can happen in a given moment. Looks like they're immune to bows and guns. From what I'm seeing with these icons above their heads, they're immune to bow and gun damage. So I can just melee them just fine. So we now know where the Faceless Floater tree is. We found a Lotto Man, and we found a Haunted Maze. And we have a Haunted Upgrade Kit as well, so let's just say this trip in Grecon was a success. This trip was actually pretty successful, surprisingly. So I'm actually pretty content with what I've ended up with. So probably also going to look at the Valkyrie's health points and see if maybe I could possibly get an even better sniper rifle before coming back here again. Because I want to have something that can just one-shot the Valkyries. And if I can get good at just aiming at tiny moving targets, then that'll just make surviving at Grekon quite a bit easier. Yeah, making survival here easier would be absolutely great. Another Lotto Man looks like up here. What's this guy offering? Haunter Rifle Totem. Sadly, he's only offering like one at a time for 10 each, but we'll take note of that. So, X403 Z X minus 403 Z positive 431. Haunter's Rifle, and then the other Lotto Man was selling a Viper 1 totem. I'm pretty sure these are, yes, both the items you can get out of Lotto totems in Grekon. Could always maybe look for another Lotto structure if I want an even better sort of rate going for me. If I want basically better chances, if I want better chances at just getting the Haunter's Rifle sooner, I could maybe try and look for another of these Lotto Men who's actually selling 10 totems at a time for 75 tokens as opposed to like 10 for like, as opposed to like 1 for 10. Because like with 10 for 75, you're basically just spending fewer tokens per single totem, per attempt at the Lotto reward, that is. Instead of spending 10 per, you're basically spending 7.5 per totem. If you can get like 10 for 75, that is. Yeah, I'm still nervous as hell right now. The thing that hits you for 40 damage could be anywhere around the corner, basically, at any time in this dimension, so that's the one thing that's just going to be lingering above your head for, like, your entire voyage through Recon. Unless you're underground, and you're digging your own tunnels. Far less likely a Valkyrie would ambush you in that case. What is going on here? I think it's safe to say I must have placed these blocks earlier. I see some what looks like skill masters. That's an infusion master, isn't it? Yep, infusion master. Which I cannot equip. Sure, I've been training up infusion a lot, but I haven't mastered the skill yet. I still need 25 more levels. And infusion skill mastery is not high priority at all for me. That's pretty low priority, mastering that. Okay, I found more faceless floaters here, actually. And another faceless floater tree right there as well. Maybe I'll just hop underground just so I know I'm safe down here. I know it'll be much safer underground. Because I'm probably actually going to plan just leaving Grekon at this point. I'm probably just going to leave it at this rate with what I have because I did good. I think it's safe to say I did pretty good for myself. Found some faceless floater trees. Found the lotto men that I need to talk to buy all the lotto rewards. Found a haunted maze. And I got myself a haunted upgrade kit. I did good. I honestly did pretty good for myself. So I need to just figure out exactly how I want to put everything so I can just get ready to leave. Kind of dark in here, so it's a little annoying to try and see stuff. Yeah, I didn't bring any wood with me besides. Okay, I guess I can just turn that into planks. I kind of want to just momentarily see what's going on down here. I guess I'll just use up my haunted flashing log then. Just so I can see what's happening in here. So I want to take an ender chest out and one magma block. Because I'm going to take a death here to just basically warp back to the overworld at this point. An ender chest to just basically put all my stuff in so that I basically can keep everything on that I had on me on death. Think I can throw out the Grekon stone though while we're here. Don't think I need the haunted flower, the Grekon dirt either. I think it's safe to say I can actually toss out most of this stuff we got here. One more shulker box, I guess, to put more crap in. More useful stuff, actually. So I need to unequip myself. Put my armor in here. Sword. This. Pick up the boxes. Then make room for them in the ender chest, of course. I'll move this in here, I guess. Need to make room somehow. Then my pick goes here, and I'm basically all unequipped. Because if I actually want to try and get back to the overworld through Grekon, I can't. What happens is that, because the portals are still bugged and I never found out how to fix this, I basically just go through the portal to Mysterium like normal, but if I try and go from the portal that opened up in Mysterium when I first came there that goes to the overworld, it instead brings me back to Grekon. So basically every time you enter a new dimension, a portal just appears like where you spawn in, and that would lead to the overworld. But the Mysterium portal is still broken, and instead of putting you back on the overworld, it just puts you back in Grekon. So the only way out for me is still just taking an intentional death like so. But of course with using ender chests, I can basically keep everything that I had on me on death. So I basically don't lose anything, just my experience levels. I keep everything else basically. And just like that, we are out of Grekon. Gonna re-equip myself now. Probably move this armor elsewhere since I'm not really using it that much right now. I think I might just basically move it here. I'll probably move it down into my vault later. I mean, I'd rather just do other things for now. Could maybe actually just focus on getting that skullet since I now have the upgrade kit. I now have this. And I'll probably have to sort through the rest of my stuff later, most likely. So I guess for now, maybe I could just work on actually getting myself the weapon parts. I know I need 3 Lunaver coins for weapon parts. All I would need to do is just mine Blazium and Barathos, ideally. That would be the fastest way I can think of to get to the Lunar coins. Let's just also basically empty out my inventory while I'm here. I know for a fact I don't need to carry all this stuff, so I'm just gonna put this stuff here, I guess, that I'm not really gonna be using. And there's my Haunted upgrade kit now. Looks pretty damn nice, I'll admit. And I think I'll just also quickly use up my essence that I ended up with, just by breaking a bit of random stone. It'll barely be any augur experience, but let's just use it up anyways. Still have quite a few night vision potions on me. I think I'm actually gonna go look for the Blazium first, quickly. So ideally I want a bucket of water with me, to just make the whole process of getting this Blazium easier. Since I'm basically going to be mining deep below. I'm going to be mining like near lava. So having the water bucket will help in that regards. I then basically need to just get back down there and mine all the Blazium that I see. Now I need to basically just look for Blazium and grab whatever Blazium I do find. I basically now need to go find places to look for this stuff again. I'm gonna just look for Blazium until I have enough to just get 3 Lunar coins. I basically have to get like a full stack of Blazium and that would be enough. Yeah, once I get the full stack of Blazium, I'm basically good in that regards. It depends on how hard I look. It might not take too long to come across this. So I might actually finish off the stream getting that skull out at this rate. Of course I have the Stampedes lying around. Got those a while ago. And I now also have the Haunted upgrade kit from Grekon. So basically all I need at this point now is to just get the Lunar coins and then also the drops from the Hunter mobs in Lilicia. I don't think either one of those should take too long, ideally. But it is probably going to just eventually get harder and harder to find this Blazium, as I basically just take all of it that I see. I'm basically going to be eventually just depleting the amount of Blazium you can really find here. Eventually I'll have to start going out further and further to find more and more of it. I mean, I might have enough time to just get this Skullet and then be done the stream. Depends on how long it takes to get all this Blazium. Well, it certainly could take a while because I've probably picked up most of it already that's actually just around spawn. They'll just have to travel further and further out to find more and more of it. That or I could start digging my own tunnels. And maybe just find some that way, perhaps. So far I have like 6 of this Blasium ore. I'm trying to get to 60. Might really need to travel further out just to actually get more of it at this point. Might need to go even further. Yeah, because I'm noticing all this obsidian that was caused by buckets of water I've already placed a long time ago. Let's just say I've basically already been in these caves numerous times, I can imagine. So I've probably already gotten most of the Blasium ore in this area as it is anyways. Like, eventually it's just gonna be like, I've exhausted the supply of Blasium near me. Yeah, I think it's safe to say we basically already are at that point. For all the Blasium near where I spawn in Barathos is just basically all dug out already. I've gotten it all. And I'm not really having any luck just basically digging my own tunnels at this rate either. I might really have to go far out to find it. Oh, there's some more of it. Finally, found some. Oh, there's some more of it. Slowly but surely we'll get to 60 Blasium. Unless I get really lucky and just find a ton of it. There's 4 of it right there. Yeah, Blasium is not even that rare at all. It's just starting to feel kind of rare because I've probably already mined out most of it in the nearby area. Because it's just that good money. So there's probably not that much of it really left to mine unless I go far out. I've basically already taken most of it. Well, I'm still finding some, which is nice. Obviously I'm never going to be able to get all of it. Sure, I'll be getting most of it, but never getting all of it. Just wondering how far I'd be able to travel out until, like, it stops being worth it to look for Blasium. And even then, I think that's still probably a long ways away anyways. Until it just becomes completely not worth it. I was hoping maybe I could have also come across them simply just mining, making my own tunnels, but I'm better off to honestly just caving for this Blasium. Considering how many caves actually do just generate naturally in Barathos. Considering how many caves we get compared to other dimensions. You're just much better off going through the caves that are already here. rather than basically making all your own tunnels. Oh, there's some more. Okay, I just drank that, and I didn't need to. Didn't need to drink that so soon. So I have 17 Blasium ore. I still need like 43 more. About. Oh, there's some I can just pick up right now. I think that was like 5 Blasium ore just sitting there. Just basically found some tunneling. Nice. And there's some more caves to look through. And I see some more already. Yeah, the more caves to look through, the better. Uh-oh. Great, I trapped myself. Any minute now. Any minute now. Okay, we're safe. Momentarily just trapped myself in lava. That could have been bad. And of course I swim so slowly in lava. Of course you swim slowly when you really don't want to be moving slow at all. And I nearly just died to lava. That could have been bad if I didn't have water on me. I would have basically just burned to death if I couldn't just put the fire out. And even then, still, I had to get out of the lava, and I was able to thankfully do that in time. Well, I guess that gold coin will help a bit, too. So I have 32 Blazium right now. I'm still just... Okay, at least I'm halfway there. I still want 60. And then once that's done, I can maybe just go for the other thing I need to get the weapon parts. And then I'll basically be able to get my upgraded Skullette. Then I can get that. And then I'll have, like, the best gun in the game, possibly. Arguably, probably one of the best guns in the game. It has the highest damage per second. So that's going to be nothing to joke about once we get it. Nice, just jumped across that little lava tile. Nice. We're getting close. We're getting pretty close at this point. Now if I could just go on a lucky streak and just find all of it now. Find everything I still need, basically. Alright, there's some more. And I'm also just going to get a bit of essence for augury training. The extra bit of essence is also nice. So I might as well just take that as it's being given to me. I've been mostly finding just like 2 Blazium ores at a time. For most of my trip here, I've been finding only two at once. Alright, fine. Whatever this thing is, I'm gonna kill it. Yeah, we're getting pretty close at this point. Almost at 60. Now, if I could just find the rest of it sooner than later. I have 4 gold coins. That's also nice. Alright, just get the last of this Blazium at this point. So I'm trying to see if there's any in these tunnels here. It doesn't really look like it. Well, I certainly get a better view of all the caves from down here. I don't know why I'm just not finding any more of this right now. Surely with all these places to look, I'd find some. Oh, there we go. Probably really wanted to have water to help me get to that one. And I see like a bit more right there. Oh, we're almost done at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4. 60. We now have 60 Blazium ores. There we go, just like that, we got to 60. Let's see if there's any more down here. Since this ore is basically always going to have a use, I'm going to see if there's any more quickly. Even though I'm really not seeing any. I'll probably grab this too, that's also worth a bit of silver coins. That's also a decent amount of silver coins right there. I'll just pick this stuff up. And I'm finding it everywhere, basically, too. That's I'm finding in, like, a lot of places. Good thing that didn't drop me in lava. Okay, now I'm facing the wrong way again, suddenly. Now I'm going north for some reason. I want to ideally go south to leave. I mean, I probably also will grab this stuff since it is kind of useful too. I'll just take a bit of time to also pick this kind of stuff up while we're here. Since I'm certainly stumbling into a lot of it, since I really didn't dig out this much of it yet. I mean, really, anything helps at this point. Alright, so ideally we want to go southwest. This thing is kind of blocking me from going southwest. Right, now we're facing southwest. Okay. least it's super easy to just run through this dimension. No wonder this is probably going to get moved to the earlier game. And there's our portal. And just like that, we're out of there. Now that I just realized I'm going to have to just smelt all this stuff too, so that's going to take time. I might actually just leave it at this for now. And come back a bit later. I'm gonna let this stuff smelt. And I might just actually come back later and not just... I might not just get the skull immediately this stream. I'll probably do it a bit later. I'll probably actually just get the skull in the next stream. I'm gonna still have some hunter mobs to actually fight. After I also basically process all the ore I have here. I mean, I still have to do that as well. There is all that to process too. So yeah, I'll probably just actually end it here. And I'll probably only really go for the skullet, like, next stream. Even though I'm very close, I'd rather probably just leave it here for now. I mean, I've spent enough time on this during this one stream. Still got a few things done. Got to do exploration in Grecon. Got a haunted upgrade kit. Also killed Gyro 2 more times. And now we also just made the money we need. Got the ores we need to make like 3 Lunar coins out of them. I'm just wondering what each of these blocks looks like. Baronite block. Elecanium block. That looks pretty. Might as well also just make some armor sets, so that's one less thing I have to do later. Just basically get some more items crafted that exist. I think I'll just knock out a couple more crafting recipes while I'm here. And just wear the armor so you can see what it looks like, even though I don't really have plans to use it. Consume 200 energy when hit to just reduce 60% of damage. That's actually basically my entire energy bar to reduce 60% of damage from any sort of attack. As nice as it sounds, I think I would like prefer something else instead. I just like my speed armor better. That's something basically you can make as soon as you get the Barathos, essentially. And yeah, of course you can also put Mist Titan block form, basically. Any ore that so much as exists, you can put it in block form. Any ore, any ingot, you can make it in block form, and it basically just stores like 9 of that type of ore ingot. Or like whatever sort of natural mineral resource it is. How does this look? Pretty damn nice, that's how it looks. Sapphire block. Becomes 9 sapphire, of course. I'm basically done with the stream for now. We certainly got stuff done, what else can I say? Might as well also just get the ingots out that I'm planning to just convert into silver coins. Before I really end the stream, I'm just gonna pull that out. I'll probably convert most of the Elicanium I have here. Don't really see what else I might use it for at this rate, so I'll probably just pull out most of it. I think I might just save the Varsium for creation training. The rest of this, though, I'm basically just gonna bring to the mineralization station and make silver coins out of it. And this alone should get me to 3 Lunar coins. Until next time. I'm gonna make my Lunar coins next stream. And then after that's done, I'm gonna go and just kill a couple of hunter mobs in Lilicia, and from there, we can basically buy our weapon parts, and upgrade this gun called the Stampede. Might as well pull that out too, since we're going to be upgrading it very soon. Just to show you what it looks like. Wherever I left it, that is. Now, where did I leave the Stampede, anyways? Worst case scenario, I could just grind out another one. Maybe it's in my vault somewhere, perhaps. Chances are I did leave it down there. It's probably down in my vault somewhere. Yeah, there's one here. I'll probably get another Stampede just for the vault later that's not upgraded. But this is the one I'm going to be upgrading. Has a slow fire rate and doesn't hit that hard. Has a very strong knockback. But it's going to get upgraded into something much better, and then it's going to get upgraded again into something that has like 42.5 damage per second. So all I need to do is just basically get the Lunar coins and then get the resources from the hunter mobs in Lalicia. I think that would be like 20 dark bones or something. And then from there, I can basically just buy myself weapon parts, combine them with this, then combine the resulting gun known as the roulette with this, and then I basically have my skullet. So we're basically missing like a couple things at this point. We need to basically get these into Lucifer coin form, and then after that we need to basically just quickly get some dark bones off of some exo heads in Lalicia, which require 7100 to kill, but I have 72, I can take them on. And then we basically have our skullet. So that's basically what we're looking at right now.